Our next speaker on the stage is Mr. Manmat Deshpande. I would like to welcome him on the stage.
Thank you. As rightly mentioned, I have written a book on Godhra and after. What happened in Godhra, what happened after Godhra. Okay, now rightly as we have seen in the very scholarly address just now, what are the root cause of communal riots? Now in this case, I will like to state just three things. First is Ahmedabad, Gujarat. 2002 riots of Godhra and after were absolutely nothing as compared to Gujarat's past history of riots. In 1969, far more number of people were killed, which lasted far more duration, many more number of days, without even any cause as Godhra. I will mix English and Hindi just a little bit, because I have never ever spoken in Hindi in my life until now. उस समय 1969 में कांग्रेस गवर्नमेंट का होम मिनिस्ट्री का रिपोर्ट था कि अहमदाबाद में जो 24 दंगे हुए 1968 से 1970 के बीच, out of them 23 were started by Muslims. This report was quoted by Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji in Parliament on 14th May 1970. So those who said that RSS was behind 1969 riots, look at Congress Party's Home Ministry report, which blames Muslims for starting 23 out of 24 riots in Ahmedabad of 1969. Now there were Bhiwandi riots in Maharashtra, for which the Congress government of Maharashtra appointed a Madan Commission to probe these riots. Report of Madan Commission is still available. Madan Committee says riots are invariably started by Muslims. So all those who say this, just look at the reports of Congress government's Home Ministry, Congress government's Madan Committee. Now coming to another point, I would like to state here. Many of you may not be aware of Shri Ganesh Kanate. He is a communist person, staunch anti-RSS person. He writes in Nagpur English dailies. In his article, he is not known outside Maharashtra too much. So in Delhi, there is a little less chance. In his article, on 15th August 2003, Ganesh Kanate wrote, 15th August 2003, Muslims are the most foolish people. They start riots and then suffer heavily in the riots in which they themselves start. After this, there was a furor of letters to the editor, to the English daily. Mr. Kanade, you have actually said that minority community starts the riots. What did Kanade say? Muslims are the most foolish people because they start riots and then suffer heavily in the riots which they themselves start. So deep down, even a communist like Ganesh Kanate had to accept this. What is the cause of riots? Anyway, I will not generalize anything, not label or bracket any community as rioters. Every situation has to be judged on merit. हर बार मुसलमान ही शुरू करेंगे ऐसा भी अज्यूम करना गलत है. जो कुछ होता है वो हम मेरिट पे जज करेंगे, लेकिन अगर मेरिट पे जज किया तो आपको पता चलेगा कि most of the times it is the other one particular community which starts it. Now here I will like to state just a few more things. Kanhaiyalal Munshi was a great Congress leader. On 23rd May 1962, Kanhaiyalal Munshi wrote to Jawaharlal Nehru these following words. Whenever there is any inter-religious conflict, the majority is blamed regardless of the merit of the question. क्या होता है ये देखते नहीं, जब कभी दंगे होते हैं हिंदुओं को दोष दिया जाता है. ये शब्द कन्हैयालाल मुंशी के हैं. 23 मई 1962 को उन्होंने नेहरू को लिखे हुए पत्र में. This letter is recorded in the book Pilgrimage to Freedom by Kanhaiyalal Munshi on page 312. Those who want the reference. Okay, now coming to another point. As rightly said, riots are nothing new to India. They started in 1714 in Ahmedabad. Hindu-Muslim conflicts started not in 712 with invasion of Muhammad bin Qasim. They started in AD 636 when Arabs invaded Thane. This is very few people know this. Islam's foundation year is regarded as 622. Death of the Prophet of Islam, Muhammad, as 632 AD. And within 4 years of his death, Arabs attacked Thane in Mumbai, in which they were repulsed. There are a lot of other records. 643, they again attacked Sindh, 660, 680. Constant attacks till 712. And even after that, lot of things. I have made a list of all these things, all these records. Now what all this shows, here I will like to quote Belgium-based scholar Dr. Conrad East. I will simply quote Conrad East's words here. Conrad East ने लिखा है, where is it? Oh yes. Root cause of communal riots of partition with its 1 million victims, East Bengal genocide of 1971, in which 30 lakh were killed in East Bangladesh, is simple: doctrine of permanent hostility against disbelievers. Here, the great Belgium scholar has actually quoted some passages of the Quran which are allegedly contrary to India's constitution. He has said chapter 2, verse 193 of the Quran, chapter 8, verse 39 of the Quran, some such things which could be controversial. So, now here I will like to state two more things. As rightly said, all our opponents of Hindu ideology split venom on Hindus day in and day out. Sangha, Vishwa Hindu Parishad, BJP, they hold us guilty of communal riots. Here I will like to raise one point. You know what is the penalty for apostasy in Islam? If a Muslim leaves Islam by his own choice, he is given punishment by death. This is the law which is present today in Afghanistan, in Saudi Arabia, in many Muslim countries. Afghanistan of today is not Afghanistan of Taliban. This is Afghanistan by a liberal secular government installed by USA. इसका कानून है कि जो मुसलमान इस्लाम छोड़ेगा इसको सजा मौत दी जाएगी. There was a Muslim, Abdul Rahman, who converted to Christianity. His case came in the court. He was given death penalty. In 2006, I am talking of April 2006. Okay. After that, a lot of international pressure came. This guy was taken out of Afghanistan, a lot of other things. From this forum, all these secularist-minded people who drafted this bill, be they Harsh Mandar, be it Tista Sitalwad, or be it the National Advisory Council Chairperson Sonia Gandhi, I always ask them, you are for freedom of religion. Doesn't freedom of religion include the freedom to leave Islam if anybody wants to do so voluntarily? अगर किसी को इस्लाम छोड़ने की इच्छा है, तो उसे जान मौत की सज़ा क्यों दी जाती है? फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन में इस्लाम छोड़ने का भी अधिकार होना चाहिए. जिस दिन ये सब लोग बोलेंगे, सोनिया गांधी और ये सब क्रिमिनल वायलेंस बिल के ड्राफ्टर्स, कि मुसलमानों को इस्लाम छोड़ने की पूरी अनुमति मिलनी चाहिए, न सिर्फ कानूनी तौर पे बल्कि सामाजिक तौर पे भी, उस दिन मैं मानूंगा कि आप लोग रिलीजियस फ्रीडम के फेवर में थोड़ा भी. ओके, दिस इज जस्ट वन थिंग. नाउ देयर आर मेनी मिसकंसेप्शंस सैडली दैट आर प्रेजेंट हियर. फर्स्टली, इफ यू लुक एट इट टुडे, Hindu-Muslim conflicts are not going on in India only, between Muslims and some other people. In China also there are conflicts in a particular province between Buddhists and Muslims. In Nigeria, Algeria, Morocco, Philippines, today also there are conflicts. Chechnya. In all these cases, Israel, Jews and Muslims, in all these cases, what is the common denominator? Any person with an iota of common sense will see even today that this is not unique to India, this is global. Everywhere there is only one common factor. So as Conrad East says, I will simply quote again Conrad East's words, solution to the problem is simple. Remove the hostile teachings from the minds of misguided followers, educate them so that they can see the reality and laugh at their childish beliefs. That is the only way to prevent all these things. Now, here I will like to state two more important points. First is blood on the hands. जो लोग बोलते हैं कि संघ के हाथ खून से भरे हैं, या हिंदू राष्ट्रवादियों के हाथ खून से भरे हैं, they have always tried to blame Advani ji for the 1990 रथ यात्रा. बोला कि रथ यात्रा से दंगे हुए, रथ यात्रा से दंगे हुए. मैं कहता हूँ रथ यात्रा निकालने पे पाबंदी है क्या? Is there any ban on रथ यात्रास? There was no ban on रथ यात्रास. हर एक व्यक्ति को अधिकार है यात्रा निकालने का. उस यात्रा में what Advani ji spoke is fully on record. इतने सालों के बाद उनके भाषण का एक एक वाक्य रिकॉर्ड पे है. एक भी वाक्य ऐसा है क्या जो 153A का वायलेशन है? एक भी वाक्य कोई भी नहीं निकाल सकता जो विच कैन बी कंसिडर्ड एज कॉजिंग राइट्स. फिर भी दंगे हुए. अब अगर कोई XYZ व्यक्ति बोलेगा कि इफ मिस्टर ABC ने सांस ली तो मैं दंगा कराऊंगा, और ABC ने सांस लिया और दंगा कराया, तो ABC का दोष है क्या सांस लेने का? आप में हिम्मत होनी चाहिए XYZ को दोष देने की कि बेटा तू जो बोल रहा है कि इसने सांस नहीं लेना चाहिए, ये गलत है, इसको सांस लेने का अधिकार है. उसी प्रकार उनको यात्रा निकालने का भी अधिकार है. इतने सालों के बाद they have not been able to pinpoint anything. Now coming to another crucial point, here I would like to always make this point. Again Conrad East words, Romila Thapar, Irfan Habib, Gyanendra Pandey, all these are pseudo-historians. I mean they are historians but in the wrong sense. झूठी हिस्ट्री बोल सकते. रोमिला ठापर तो बोल रहे कि यहाँ तो कोई मंदिर था ही नहीं, हमारी मासूम मस्जिद को गिराया, हम बदला लेंगे. अगर इनको सच पता होता कि वो मस्जिद बनने से पहले कितने बार मंदिर गिरा, 5000 हिंदुओं शिष्यों को मारा बाबर ने 1528 में, अगर ये सब इनको मालूम होता है तो वो कभी ऐसा नहीं करते. These are Conrad East's words. Now even if you see today, आज भी terrorist people, they are like Hafiz Saeed, alleged mastermind of 26/11. हफीज सईद ने क्या कहा? हम मुसलमान लोग बदला लेंगे बाबरी डिमोलिशन का, पोस्ट गोधरा का, समझौता ब्लास्ट का. After Babri and before Babri, there were 600 temples demolished. Before Babri demolition, 37 temples are on record to be demolished in Kashmir. और इसके बाद पाकिस्तान और बांग्लादेश में कितने मंदिर गिराए वो तो जाने ही दो. अब अगर आपको बदला लेना है, एक बाबरी के बदले आपने 600 मंदिर गिराए, हो गया नहीं बदला आपका? उसके बाद आपने 13 मार्च को बम विस्फोट करके 257 लोगों को मुंबई में मारा, हो नहीं गया आपका बदला? अगर भारतीय मीडिया ने ये सब बातें बोली होती कि एक बाबरी गई लेकिन 600 मंदिर भी गए, 257 लोग भी बम विस्फोट में मारे गए, ये अगर भारतीय मीडिया बोलता तो इन लोगों का इन्फ्यूरिएशन नहीं होता. It is the fault of media for needlessly infuriating one community by repeatedly raising things which are past, which are gone, for which enough revenge has already been taken. दूसरी बात, अगर अयोध्या की असली हिस्ट्री बताई जाती तो अयोध्या डिमोलिशन के बाद भी कोई बदला लेने का सोचता भी नहीं, अगर उनको सच पता होता तो कि क्या है. आप अगर अयोध्या में दूसरों के मंदिर पवित्र स्थलों पे बैठ सकते, मक्का मदीना जेरूसलेम पे आप लोग देंगे क्या मूर्ति पूजकों को मंदिर बनाने की जगह? अगर सच पता होता तो ये कभी नहीं होता. दैट इज व्हाई आई से दैट इंडियन मीडिया विच कंसील्स द रिकॉर्ड ऑफ इस्लामिक फंडामेंटलिज्म has blood on its hands, and it is the duty of all patriots to expose this. Okay, now among other things, last point will not go down well with the masses today, sadly, but I will have to raise it. अभी जो हम सुबह से देख रहे थे, I saw Honorable Justice M. Rama Joyce, इन्होंने बोला कि अगर गोधरा न होता तो गुजरात न होता. Today I saw some others also saying कि अगर गोधरा न होता तो गुजरात न होता. What I say, ठीक है, गोधरा ना होता तो गुजरात ना होता, लेकिन गोधरा के बाद भी जो हुआ वो वन साइडेड नहीं था. आई हैव रिटन अ बुक ऑन दिस, व्हाट हैपेंड आफ्टर गोधरा. नाउ आई विल टेल यू जस्ट अ फ्यू थिंग्स. 27th February 2002 occurred Godhra at 8 a.m. in which 59 Hindus were roasted to death. This includes 40 women and children, 25 women, 15 children. इनको जलाया ट्रेन में. उसके बाद 28 को रिटेलिएशन हुआ अहमदाबाद में, 28 फरवरी. लेकिन उसका दूसरा दिन 1 मार्च, 27 को गोधरा हुआ बुधवार को, 28 को पहला दिन गुरुवार और 1 मार्च को शुक्रवार. इस शुक्रवार को ऑलरेडी माइनॉरिटी बैकलैश शुरू हुआ. एंड द रिपोर्ट ऑफ हिंदू पब्लिश फ्रॉम चेन्नई, विच इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट एंटी बीजेपी पेपर्स, हिंदू सेज unlike February 28 when one community was entirely at the receiving end, minority backlash today on Friday has further worsened the situation. So as early as the second day, there was a minority backlash. Now these riots in Gujarat lasted 74 days. First 3 days, 28 February, 1st March, 2nd March. After that, it was all calm for a few days. Then again, riots started, petty rioting. Out of 74 days, on 73 days, the minority community was on the offensive. 28 फरवरी को अगर छोड़ा तो 1 मार्च से वो उतने ही आक्रामक थे जिसमें सैकड़ों हिंदू भी मारे गए. जबकि हिंदू आक्रामक कितने दिन थे? 3 days, 28 फरवरी, 1 मार्च और 2 मार्च. नाउ यूपीए गवर्नमेंट फिगर्स कि गुजरात में गोधरा के बाद कितने मारे गए. गोधरा के बाद 790 मुसलमान और 254 हिंदू, ये आंकड़े यूपीए गवर्नमेंट ने राज्यसभा में दिए 11 मई 2005 को इन अ रिटन रिप्लाई. उनके आंकड़े हैं, ये भी झूठे आंकड़े. असली आंकड़े 698 मुसलमान और 254 हिंदू हो सकते. नाउ द पॉइंट इज, ये जो 254 हिंदू मरे, आउट ऑफ देम 77 हैव बीन शॉट डेड बाय पुलिस इन फायरिंग. बाकी 177 को किसने मारा? ये भी रिकॉर्ड पे है किसने मारा. दूसरी बात, गोधरा के बाद 1,40,000 लोग बेघर हुए. 1 लाख मुसलमान रेफ्यूजी कैंप में रह रहे थे. 40,000 हिंदूज वेर ऑल्सो लिविंग इन रेफ्यूजी कैंप्स. यू विल नॉट बिलीव इट. ऐसा क्यों हुआ पता है? क्योंकि अहमदाबाद में जो डोमिनेटेड माइनॉरिटी एरियाज होते हैं, जैसे शाह आलम, दरियापुर, गोमतीपुर, यहाँ जो माइनॉरिटी हिंदू रह रहे थे, इन पे भयानक अत्याचार हुए. एंड 40,000 वर रेंडर्ड होमलेस, समथिंग विच वॉज टोटली इग्नोर्ड बाय द मीडिया. नॉट टोटली इग्नोर्ड, partially ignored, because my entire book on Gujarat riots 2002 is based on Indian English media only. सब इंग्लिश मीडिया ने ही कभी ना कभी रिपोर्ट किया है कि दलित बेघर हो गए, मुसलमानों ने हमला किया, ये हुआ वो हुआ. कमिंग टू द पॉइंट, So sadly, those who feel that after Godhra there was any one-sided retaliation, it lasted only one day. Now the role. Yes. So now about this is all about Godhra and after. So here the media must look, and we must look at some final points. Hindu population in Pakistan was 20% in 1947, आज 1% है. East Pakistan में 29% थी 1947 में, आज 10% है. And in India also Hindu population has reduced from 85% to 80.5% officially. तो अगर ये सब बातें बताई गई तो इन्फ्यूरिएशन नहीं होगा, असलियत बाहर आएगी. And it is the duty of every nationalist to put forward the truth in front of the people so that there is no resentment, no needless infuriation, and justice is done to all, appeasement is done to none. That's all. Thank you.